Okay. Let's begin this. Can I be completely honest with you guys? I'm very tired right now, so it's a good thing that the game we have to play today is a visual novel because I'll be honest, if I had to play something more elaborate like Ultra Kill or Beyond Citadel, the way I am right now, I not be able to make it. I'll be real with you. Hi Fisher, hi name in Japanese that I can't read, and I'm playing the plus version. Yes, I actually spent money to make sure to give my viewers the most complete experience. You're welcome, by the way. uh, and that's the kind of joke in the title. Because you might wonder, like, oh, how is this your first time playing? Have you never played Doki Doki Literature Club? I don't believe you. And that's the joke. I have played Doki Doki Literature Club, but this is the plus version, so technically it's my first time. Very cheeky, I know. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Just a sec. Have to change something. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I have no idea what this protagonist is going on about. We used to walk up to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. You know my nick, but don't know it yet. Uh, Kodokunazu. Yeah, I get it now. Fucking asshole. uh, However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah, ah. Yo, Imarmafur. What the fuck is that? Okay. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lewis. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Then you're a huge dick, ain't you? Playing one of the best visual novels. Yeah. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I don't know, this protagonist seems quite mean to me already. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lewis, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I'm going to spoil you right now. The route I went with when I first played this game, like the OG version. was Natsuki's route. I know, shocker. So probably we're going to go through that route on this playthrough too. Maybe, I'll see. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she is going on about. I already made my case that I think this protagonist is a dick, so I'm going to comment something else. I don't have that skill, actually. I'm a pretty good listener, because I've heard of guys that, especially when talking to women, they can kind of tune out, and just keep listening without actually listening to what they're going on about. I can't do that. I just listen for hours and hours and hours. So yeah. What was the point of me saying that? Just something interesting I wanted to share. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, And I know you're happy now, but I die... Ooh. But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Does choosing really matter with the nature of this VN? It doesn't really matter, but it's nice if you want to get a few specific scenes. Essentially, choosing your route just defines which romance scenes you get. As you can imagine, I got mostly Natsuki's ones. Let me read this. He's kind of a dickhead, ICL. I've cringed so hard playing this game. Yeah, a lot of people did. Natsuki route? At least you aren't that basic and did the Yuri route, lol. Oi. You get that ability if you live in a majority female household. Yeah, okay. I don't, so... Yeah, that makes sense. Will you at least promise me you try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I'm cringing at these hints. Anyway, I guess the protagonist is not a complete dickhead at least. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of... Looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. God damn it, Sayori. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have all this planned out. Probably somewhere in between. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. So melodramatic. I personally went down the Sayori route. It makes the MC less of a dork. This MC is such a dork, it hurts. I've seen worse. I've seen much, much worse. If you ever watched one of my other visual novel playthroughs. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh yeah, that's the Natsuki I remember. Lewis, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This is pretty accurate to literature clubs in real life. There are obviously, since it's real life, some not so cute girls too. But if you ever go to a literature club, you'll probably find either 90% girls or mostly girls. So it's going to be something like this. Just imagine that Yuri is chubby or something like that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Louis. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. I know the feeling, bro, don't worry. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lewis. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? 1 second, let me read some comments. This MC is going to make me die of cringe, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's mostly women, I know from experience. Well, Lewis fit into the literature club really well after that. yeah, kinda suspicious. Natsuki reminds me a lot of Satoko from Higurashi. Oh my god, please don't remind me of that anime. So many images of murder and death are flashing into my head, oh my god. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? It was an amazing anime, man, come on. No, I'm not saying it wasn't. It's like either in my top 20 or 1 second. In my top 10 or 20. It's just that, like, oh my god, I watched that when I was way too young, bro. I really shouldn't. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just stop being a bitch, bro. This is such... Oh my god. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Ah! My heart! Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. Speaking about Higurashi, some girl insisted on recommending this to normies. Do you want them to never watch anime ever again? If so, that's a pretty good recommendation to normies. I watched it when I was 16, so I could take it. Being fair, since it came out in 2006 and you're older than me, there's a fair chance you watched it as a preteen, I'm guessing. Yeah, I did so pretty early in my life. No. Like, recommending, like, Higurashi to actual anime fans is a good idea, I agree with you, but recommending it to normies is just kinda... I don't know if I agree to that. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I wouldn't know. I have shit taste and don't like tea. Or coffee for that matter. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Sorry, I should have been doing this. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. This stream is the first time I heard you cuss, but seeing as this absolute dork of a MC, it's warranted. Truth me, she has something completely different things in mind. Is the girl who complained about anime profile pictures, cause she finds out they are from an eroge. What type of woman are you meeting? No, I think... Oh my god, it's... Are you talking about that YouTuber? Oh my fucking god. Okay, I don't want to remember that video, so we'll move on. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I know that way too well. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lewis, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? You're thinking with your dick, man. You need to stop. Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. One second. Aficia says, yes. Dude said that as if a pissed off father. Oh, did I really sound that old? Jesus Christ. She was coping so much in her video. I can tell with a horrid opinion like that. Yeah, yeah, just. Oh my god. I'm going to talk about it like in a future podcast, but the whole idea of reclaiming something, especially in the way people use it, is so stupid, man. But now is not the time for that. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Yeah, author, you're not being subtle. uh, I'm sorry. I know I'm being a dick, but there's nothing that takes me out of a narrative more than like feeling like I'm not hearing the characters anymore. I'm just hearing the writer talking to me directly. Um, this doesn't happen too much in this game, but the times it does happen, it kind of takes me out of it. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? You're really not being subtle. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, always the gentle ones. Like, you see all those emo people, they are all reading like cute girls doing cute stuff or something like that. It's the cute ones that read all that fucked up shit. Always. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. She wanted to colonize. What? The writer realized how boring its MC is and had to improvise. Look, again, this is not. Don't take this as a grand criticism. Like I'm saying, oh, this makes this story horrible or whatever. It's like a nitpick of mine. It doesn't even like take the grade of this game for me down by even a tenth of a point. So again, it's just a minor gripe I have. Don't worry too much about it. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. The best horror stories, in my opinion, are the ones that stay with you and change the way you look at the world forever. I've read quite a few of those. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up, the fuck is that word? Behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Very artsy type, I see. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Also, sorry, there's a... yeah, they are currently reforming, doing a little maintenance in my house. I guess you could say that. And so you might hear that a bit. Sorry about it. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh no, it hasn't started yet. I'm just saying, you probably start hearing something. Did I already read that? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Yeah, okay. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lewis? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Dude, shut the fuck. Anyway. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Lewis... You all... Oh, shut the fuck up. Stop being such a... Okay, calm down. I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, I'm starting to see what you mean. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, can you really not think with anything other than your dick? Do you even have a brain outside of that? God damn it. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. DDLC Dokis. That's quite the on-the-nose name. Hi, welcome to the stream. One by one, the girl's eyes lighten up. Yay, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Lewis, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? This MC is gen worse than Issei from High School DxD. I need a bit of time to compare. I'm not going to say agree or disagree either way for now. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Lewis, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Uh, oh, hello, Metal Wolf. Good to see you here. I like poems. Uh, I never liked like writing poems for school, but what's the name of those like Japanese poems? I loved writing those, honestly. I can't remember their name right now. Haiku. Yeah, I love writing haiku in like school. Imamfu. It depends what do you mean by worse. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. But yeah, the whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I can't with this fucker. Anyway. DDLC reminds me of like those anime type girls. I don't know what you mean, please elaborate. Has in more of a geek. Oh, okay. Like in that aspect, yeah, I totally agree with you there. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Issei as actual writing law. I will refrain from commenting for now since it's off topic. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, right, but I should use this opportunity to ask you guys actually. Because I'm a bit what's the name? Like, I'm a bit worried because after this visual novel, I plan on streaming Chaos Head, right? But as I played Chaos Head for like an hour in order to test if it was working and etc., like I found out that the whole thing is voiced. So like the protagonist, the narration, the girls, pretty much everything in like that game is voiced. So if I were to go by the decision made on that last poll of me keeping the voices on voice VNs, it would just be like a watch along essentially of me essentially clicking as a movie passes by on the screen and I sometimes comment on it. I wouldn't be like reading anything and you would all just be reading be like listening to a bunch of dialogue in actual Japanese. So I don't know. Should I really keep the like decision on that poll? Because I know that a lot of people watch the streams while doing something else. Like they generally listen more than they watch properly. So I really don't know if just like leaving the voices in and not reading anything on that VN would be a good idea. But what do you guys think? For now, it's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Skirt. Kawaii. I'm way too curious. Family. Okay. Misery, Papa, Imagination, Chocolates. Love. Okay. Clumsy. Bunny. Bouncy, Bad, Vanilla, Valentine. Poof. I'm too curious. Oh, Sayori, I didn't know you were like that. Kitty. Silly. Damn it. Joy. I feel like I might be going down Sayori's route instead. Precious. God damn it. Lollipop. Heart. Pout. Kiss. No. Meager, depression, melancholy, breathe, party. Yeah, I'm on Sayori's route. I'm completely on Sayori's route. I'm trying so hard, man. Why is Sparkle one of her words? Pink? Okay, finally. Doki. Voice it, because I mean, what's the point before? Because usually they're voiced in Japanese. Yeah, that's my point. Like, you just be hearing a bunch of dialogue in Japanese, like if I let the voices in. And I don't know about you, but some streamers do that. They leave the voices in when they're doing a VN, and I almost always like not watch their streams when they do, because like again, I generally watch streams when like I'm doing something else, you know. And so whenever they do that, I just think like, what's the point? Like I can't understand half this dialogue, or like most of this dialogue. I have to actually watch like the screen for 3 hours in order to get what's going on. So like again, what's the fucking point? So yeah, I think I'll just disable the voices and read everything despite the polls results. Little bro didn't do Sayori's route. Little does he know. You made me worried now. Hi again, Lewis. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Which character do you like the most right now? Fortunately, like, just learn Japanese. You fucker. Like, that's so easy. Like, if I go by memory, I remember like going Natsuki's route and liking Monica quite a lot. But if we're talking exclusively by the experiences I'm having right now, yeah, I can't decide yet. I haven't seen enough to like do so. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lewis. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, true and real. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. That's an interesting reason to like someone. I'll say that. Lewis always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Jesus. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lewis can become good friends too. Sayori. She's trying to help you, Dick. Like, just take it. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I just noticed, but why did everyone act like Yuri had huge breasts? It isn't that crazy now that I'm older. She has a huge breast for this game. Like, you need to take into account the context. Like, for most anime they aren't that big, but for this game they're definitely the biggest. So that's the idea behind like that perception. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. First good thing the protagonist said. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? And she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. 1 second. Absolute dork of an MC gets scared by the idea of talking to a woman. You're way too savage, my dude. Two of the girls are kind of OG, are kind of flat-chested, so yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But if it's not like that at all, we just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Oh, he's on the Sayori route, lol. Of course I am. Did you know, how many words I chose that I thought Natsuki would like? And then Sayori ended up, being into them? God damn it, man. I'm a failure. Yuri's so shy, lol. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh, she's so adorable. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I'm gonna go, but it was good watching this. Bye. Bye. Hope to see you again. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I'll take my leave. Bye. Bye, dude. Hope to see you again too. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Why did they leave like Gin and Aizen? Fuck if I know, dude. Anyway, do you remember the fan VN of DDLC about you trying to save the girls from tragedy? Was that a fan VN? Like an entire fan VN? I thought it was a mod. Like, there are tons of mods like that. But anyway, I've heard about it, if that's what you're asking. I nearly fall out of my chair. Cute girl jump scare. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. This reminded me of Chunibyo. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Yeah, and you're always a dick to her about it. It's what I do best. That's a problem. Fuck you. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You know what? Fair. I take that back. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Dude, you can't just do that. Man, you really need to brush for this. Really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. This protagonist is speaking as if he was my mom. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Dude, you're being such a dick. That's super mean. True that. Sorry, but you thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. Yes, mods. Mod, fan VN, same thing. Speaking of that, is there any anime so good you've willingly stayed up late? I lost that ability, dude. I'm too old for that. But when I was younger, I remember wasn't an anime, but I did like read Berserk up until 3 a.m. Like I started at the crack of dawn, and I only stopped at chapter 200 at like 3 a.m. the next day. So yeah, I definitely did that in the past, but no, I absolutely don't have that ability anymore. But it happens. I have an older cousin I have to remind to dress herself correctly at times, so he isn't that much of a dick. Dude, dudes will do this and swear they're just friends. I'm weeping. Absolute madman. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. Who's that tsundere now? It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to Oh, I wonder. I struggle to fully close the button next to her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I can touch it? You're... dude, why is that your first message? Anyway. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that is a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway. Dude, this girl isn't like dropping hints. She's just like beating this protagonist in the face repeatedly with a sign that says, "Marry me, marry me, marry me." So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yes, that's certainly how it works, yep. Again, what's with these weird first messages, I swear. But welcome you two. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should wake me up in the morning. That's not how this works. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Lewis, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn for a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? We're already on her route. The MC has the freest way to get a GF who loves him and somehow, some way dodges it. This is easier than breeding, man. Does Monica's forward-facing pose feeling kind of threatening to anyone else, or it's just me? It's probably just you. I mean, a fish is right in that it should be, but... You know what? Let's continue. This is awkward. Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Lewis. I love it. Had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. You two deserve each other. She's just standing there, menacing. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Dumbass motherfucker. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? This is just free, dude. Come on. How are you missing this? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Lewis poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can read your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm done, man. I'm done with this guy. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lewis. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Just a tsundere. A really, really stupid tsundere. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. You're really lucky she doesn't. She really has the best view of you possible. She really thinks the best of you. You know, so you should really try to live up to her expectations, dumbass. Sorry, like got a little heated there. Anyway, then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Finally, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. And like I'll use this opportunity to read some comments. Evil Bookman. Oh, welcome. I don't know how the beats of DDLC play out, but I have the feeling they would not like my uotastic literary tendencies. I mean, maybe Natsuki would. Every time she gives him a hint, I get so pissed. What does that even mean? If you don't know, you don't wanna know. That's all I'm going to say. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You just had to ruin it at the end. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. That's not the kind of thing. Whatever. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Well, most of the poem is pretty good in my opinion. Yeah. My English teacher would hang me if I wrote something like this, lol. Whatever, what do English teachers know? Oh, so she waited until midnight. No, you're misunderstanding. She woke up in the morning, realized that she still had a poem to do, and just did one last minute. That's what she did. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Oh, I know. I get really, really mad. Like if I'm hungry. Like I'm another person when I'm hungry, I swear. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I think it's both bad and fire at the same time. It's so bad it's good. God, I'm such a hipster that I actually like that poem. Anyway, Monica. Hi, Lewis. Okay, now I know what you were talking about. Like, it is kinda menacing. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lewis. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would write. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you best. Thank you, Monica. You're really nice. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Thank you, Monica. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I don't believe that for a second. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Unfortunately, I do understand that. The whole having to sound confident part, though it's probably best not to get into it. Let's see some comments. How many hints does this man need? Too many. W, Monica. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Well, isn't that poignant? God damn it. After you play this, like, once the hints just become so glaringly obvious, but I guess that's the nature of well-written stories, so yeah, okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Very interesting, Monica. What kind of epiphany? It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kinda coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down the paper and tidy it up later. That's a really good writing tip. I do recommend it. Certainly worked out well for me recently. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I finally understand that poem after playing the game. Yeah, me too. Let me just see something. Oh, interesting. I can play this game entirely without the mouse. Nah, I'm a perfectionist. You need to stop that. Unless you're really... What's the word? Unless you're really good at self-motivation, being a perfectionist is like the fastest way to not doing anything at all. Okay, well, let's start off with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Thanks for the backhanded compliment, I guess. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you like it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. My fault, my MC is talented. Like the one in your story, is what you mean? Oh no, maybe you're talking about what just happened. Yeah, okay, fine. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Kimi no, stop. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Dan, protagonist is finally like starting not to be so cringe. Pretty cool. Natsuki, oh, I just recognized your profile picture. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Don't remind me. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Pretty cool. Didn't even notice that detail. But yeah, that adds a lot to it actually. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And now Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. I was going to say she looks too young, but I've seen girls at my school that are 4'10", so yeah, a lot of people forget how short people can be. Like, they say, oh no, like this character looks too young, or this person looks too young because they're too, like, small. Especially people in the US have this perception that there is a certain height that you need to have to be an adult, when that's not the case at all. Especially around the rest of the world, there are plenty of people, especially women, who are fully grown adults and are like 5 feet or less. Like, it's not even something rare, you know? Obviously, taller people exist too, but it's really dumb when people forget that, yeah, short people exist as well and they can also be adults. But I digress. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they try to form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. And not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. They did, in their own way. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Oh, you sly bastard. Sorry, it's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kinda funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Before I read, I'm going to read some comments and drink a bit of water, because my throat is very sore, if you couldn't tell. Yes, the height of consent strikes again. Have you seen the smallest person in the world? I think I have. It's either a dude or a woman that's like, I want to say 60 centimeters tall. I think so. Yeah, I think that's the shortest person in the world. It's always the quiet ones, always. Just a moment. I haven't seen them. Like, short people? I've seen a lot of them throughout my life. But then again, I have a good, like, because a lot of people don't notice how short some people around them are. But since I'm short myself, it's easier for me to notice when someone else is short, you know? We're kind of in... Oh, you mean the shortest person? Oh, okay. Never mind the whole rant then. Do you know that if for some reason this game reminds me of an Old Testament demon on the phone? What? Being fair, I live around a lot of Latinas. They are short. Well, I also live around a lot of Latinas because I'm in Brazil. Anyway. Sorry. I need to read this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow, baiting. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. What do you mean by that? Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lewis. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Oh, I get what you're doing now. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. That's not what it sounded like to me at all, but okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh, Brazil, I thought it was Spain law. Yeah, a lot of people think that. Like, I see so many people forget or don't even know that Portuguese is a language and just assume I speak Spanish. And it's not your fault, okay? But yeah, I deal with that a lot. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. It's trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. You know, the amount of adult stuff I see in these girls is kinda shocking, soldering. How do you sexualize that? I can see quite a few ways. Anyway, never heard of Rule 34. No, it's just that Devin isn't like too much into like the hentai stuff. It's not that he doesn't play or that he isn't used to it, it's just that from what I understand he doesn't like it a whole lot. You know? At least, I'm not going to speak for him, but at least from what I understand, that's the point. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. That seems like it defeats the point, but anyway. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lewis did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Natsuki fans exist. Oi! Did you not listen to a word I said? I'm a Natsuki fan. You fucker. You fucker. Listen, fucker. Sadly. Oi, this fucker. I swear to Christ. And Lee was like my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yuri baking Natsuki will always be my favorite part of this game. Oi, you bastard. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lewis appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you really that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, that's a low blow. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lewis started showing up. Oh, damn, dude. Damn. That's a bit low of you too, Natsuki. Come on. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. I'll choose the option to jump out the window. Lewis, she's just trying to make me look bad. And that's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. 1 second. Pick Yuri. I'm going to choose to interpret Yuri baking as Yuri baiting, or I'll replay DDLC. Huh? I meant baking. Like, what he means is like that. How would I put this? Yuri is cooking Natsuki. Yuri is like destroying her in her argumentation. It's kind of that what he means. I'm going to slap you, you fucker. I'm trying to help you. Stop. Girls are scary. They surely are. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lewis. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lewis? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. You... Fuck. The protagonist is the kind of guy that sees a house on fire and thinks, man, that's one huge opportunity to make money. Come on, dude. So, of course, that's going to be... wait till Natsuki reads any classical books. I actually wanted to go through Natsuki's route. But I kinda locked myself into Sayori, so I think it's best if we continue in it, you know? So yeah, help me Sayori. It's the closest option to what I actually do, which is jumping out the window. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Oh god, I didn't expect the protagonist to do that. That's a low blow, my dude. God damn it. Go ahead, lol. Lewis. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Nah, apparently it wasn't as despicable a thing as I thought. Like, maybe he meant that, or at least Sayori appreciated, like, the help, the support, I guess. Whatever. Anyway. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Oh my god. Woman. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? They're still going, bruh. Because, well, God, Sayori's such an angel, man. I love her. I can see why you like her. Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. You didn't need to add that last part. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Oh, make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. This argument reminds me of the big three debates. Like Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. Those are the big three I remember. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Lewis, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems would turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Lewis, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I can see why so many people make, like, good end mods for this game. Like, these girls are all really cute. You really just want to see, like, the best for them. So when, like, that happens, it hits all the more harder. Anyway, Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. The foreshadowing. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends for you. Phew. You know, Lewis, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but this fucker. Does it really need to stop there? Anyway, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. You absolute. The one I was thinking of was a bit absurd with Natsuki's father. Oh my god, what did they do? Oh my god, what did they do in that mod? Please tell me they don't. Oh my god. Anyway. Lol. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Left. Incapable, fluffy, I think chocolate? No, this is Natsuki. Embrace. Silly. Childhood. Yeah, that was too easy. Eternity? No, this is Natsuki. Bliss. Precious. Poof. Promise. Swinsu? It's Natsuki, I know. Memories. Daydream. Cheer? Yeah. Clumsy, of course. Family. Boop. The zone. Candy. love, pleasure. Imagine he accidentally gets Natsuki instead of Sayori. Don't jinx me. Lol, that's why she reminds me of Satoko. Cooks, abusive parents, short and a little bit prideful. Same exact person. You know what? I hadn't... Like, I saw some connections, but... Yeah, that's... Damn. I didn't know they were that similar. No, they are still just saving Natsuki from her father, but his was like a JoJo villain. Most of these mods are made by, obviously, like, people in the West, and not that they shouldn't be. I'm not saying that. Like, obviously, they are bad, and that makes complete sense. But abusive fathers, especially, are very much demonized over here. So the fact that they made him a JoJo villain makes sense. Especially, no, I'm going to stop there. You get what I mean. Why the character stickers? They're supposed to kind of clue you into which route you're going. Like when one of them like jumps a bit excited, that means that the poem is gonna cause you to go more towards their route, you know? Another day passes and it's time for the club meetings already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Lewis. Yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh, he saw right through her. Okay, was just about to call him an asshole, but yeah, I can see why he did that now. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. You know, I can't even blame the protagonist for that one. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. I was hoping she had a ton of sweets, but she's just bumming. Lol. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Lewis to let me borrow some money. That's don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Base Yuri, I guess. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. No, that's not retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Some a little more than others. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. The 4D chest is supposed airhead plays, I swear. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori, you don't deserve it. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Quack! Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? 1 second. Why is my goat being a homeless man? Ain't wrong, Yuri. And so I'm proud of that, sadly. For real, Sayori is so amazing. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Damn, brutal. Never mind, Natsuki's cool again. I knew you'd come around. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Damn, that manipulative mastermind, I swear. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I mean, I do like Monika, but I wouldn't go that far. Hi, Tururu. Welcome to the stream. Thief! She has lost my favor. Fair. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Brother, you would love this game. I mean, I am, but anyway. Why is she lying when Sayori is right there? I think I get your point. You're talking about what Yuri said. Okay, okay. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Oh, she will at the end of the game. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Lewis. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Smile sweetly, you mean evilly. Shh, we're not at that point yet. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. I mean, it's just a cookie, you know. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Lewis! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies for another classroom. Want you come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Lewis to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. One second, I have to take care of something. No, that's just the same thing as always. This. Yeah, fair. Okay. Cool. Okay. Honestly, is there anyone who never heard of DDLC? People in North Korea? Come on, man, you don't have to go that extreme. I'm sure there are some people that this got like very popular even outside of anime communities. Like this was one of my friend's first visual novels. Like back when he didn't even like anime. A bad thing too, because this kind of traumatized him on visual novels in general, and I had to try really hard to get him to like play any other ones. Like he spent years without playing another one due to how shocked he was by this one. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. Bro, be careful. For what reason? Also, I don't know how to read your name. Whatever, welcome. Catty's Creation. Hey, I'm new. You're in for a ride. This game is cute. Now, wait, that it can be a horror. No way that it can be a horror game. You facetious bastard. Is DDLC the Death Note of VNs? Probably. No, just no, bro. Come on. My first visual novel is way too embarrassing, lol. I mean, it is. I love this game. I do too. Like, I've been liking it up until this point. I don't know why you disagreed so much, though. I feel like it is the Death Note of VNs. It's the kind of, like, work that goes way outside the... what was the name? The intended public, quote unquote. Like the kind of anime that goes like outside the anime community and is more accepted by the normie public. So I think the comparison to Death Note is valid. Myself, you know. What? Sayori is best girl, trust? Yeah, we already established that, don't worry. Kami of Play 77. Yo, just popping in to say hi and bye. I need to go watch your other stream where you read your horror story you're writing. Oh, thanks for watching that. I'm really happy whenever people like give my own writing a chance. Mine was the MMO Thief one that I'm still forgetting the name of. The Death Note of VNs is easily Higurashi Fate or something around those ranges. No, because... I think it was the first. No, because most people who have heard of Higurashi and Fate have heard of the anime. They never played the, like, visual novels. This is the first actual visual novel most people played, you know? So, yes, I would say this is the Death Note of VNs. What day is he on? Pretty early on, honestly. I just finished making my second poem and am like on the scene after that, essentially. Fate is way more popular than you think. I'm not saying Fate is not popular. I'm saying that like the Fate anime is what most people are like what's the word? Are into, you know? It's what most people sing. Most people, even those who never played Fate, like what am I saying? Most people who have heard of Fate and who experience Fate anime have never played the visual novel, is what I mean. Most people actually play this visual novel. Day 3, okay, you got this. Thanks for the supportive comment. Audience boundary breakers, exactly. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Lewis? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayori runs and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest of things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. One second. I never been on a stream this long. This guy is a good host. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure how you make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. Damn, that's actually a pretty cool idea. Congrats. I actually would be really interested in joining a literature club if I saw that, honestly. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dope. Hey, screw you, protagonist. That sounds awesome. Lewis, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Why do you have to be such a dick? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know, I believe you. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Lewis, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling to me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. Too relatable. Let me just read some comments before I continue. Tomorrow he's gonna be so worried about her. Little does he know. Yep, he's gonna freak out. You evil people, you're just waiting for, like, me to, like, get to the point. Because I, like, heard of this, right? Where this whole story turns on its head. You're just waiting with bated breath, I can tell. Obscure anime original fiction club when? What do you mean, like, original fiction club? I don't get it. I found the string and gently opened the live chat. This MC reminds me why he's adoring. Anyway, continuing on. So, going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons. Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get too distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Lewis, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. The protagonist is a good friend at heart. Wait, so do you know anything about what's going to happen? Like, a bit. Like, obviously, you like people were discussing before. You pretty much can't have been on the internet and like not heard of this game and what it's about. Like the details are muddled to me, but I do know the general gist of it. And yes, we do love Sayori. Uh, but those crayons look yummy. I'm not going to reply to that. Leave him innocent. I am just curious. I remember when I once finished all of, I'm going to assume that's Chainsaw Man at night from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Damn. Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. God damn it, you are making me look at the crayons now. God fuck, why did you comment that? At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good. Hey, Lewis. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. He still is. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. God, isn't that sweet? You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? I see your memory is not the best either. Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. Guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. I'm going to slap this protagonist. Let's just see. The music I can't. These people are just discussing like what is it? Eating crayons for some reason. And these two are desperately trying not to spoil things for me. I am Sayori, Sai. Don't worry, I've met a few Sayoris, as like in the sense of a few clumsy people. They were generally pretty nice. It's not too bad a thing to be clumsy. Well, to the person it is, but you get what I mean. Anyway. So, in a way, it was my fault. This MC makes me cringe so badly. Yeah, I get what you mean. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Lewis, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. I'm not judging anyone, okay? I'm the last person that can judge anyone. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that, fucking tsundere. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Well, finally you've said something sweet. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been best friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Lewis, I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think it will be like this forever? God damn it, that's always a red flag. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, makes me not want to disturb her. That finally protagonist is being nice. That's cool. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. 1 second. We have had worse MCs just last week. Oh yeah, we had a way worse MC than this last week. Jesus Christ, that dude. Yet he doesn't know why I said that I'm her, not her clumsy part. I need to stop before I spoil it. He has the same personality as an isekai MC. Dude, just take the hint. True. Also, I'm a bit worried about you, Cathy's creations. Like, what do you mean by that? Anyway. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we'll make it back to the club room. Sorry. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the chair. Well, anyway. We were able to find everything we needed. I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. She forgot it in the classroom, didn't she? I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. W protagonist for once. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Lewis. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. It's nice that you at least tried. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. They're making sure that K-On! box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Where's Natsuki's second best girl? Oh my god, your tastes are so based. I was initially trying to get on Natsuki's route actually, but I ended up on Sayori's by accident and now I'm just kinda committing to it. Not regretting it though. Obviously, Sayori. Lewis, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. God, that's so sweet. Finally. W protagonist. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? True and real. Anyway, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I just had to return to that, god damn it. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know? Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey Lewis, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Stop fumbling this so hard, you Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. One second. MC says something nice? Right, since when can he do that? Can I have the pencil? He fumbles the bag so hard it hurts. Yeah, I've started to agree with you more and more. Jesus Christ. I want that pencil more now. You. Anyway. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I'll reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That feels weirdly melancholic. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever? Well, you certainly outdid yourself there. 1 second. Oh my god. I was about to tell Lewis not to bend down when I called him Hisao in my head. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to an RPG Maker game, but I'm not sure which one now, unfortunately. God damn it. True, he doesn't like my pencil comments, lol. I just don't understand it. It's less that I don't like it and more that I don't understand. What do you mean? This poem is 10 out of 10, probably the best poem she makes. I love it and it explains so much about her and people like her. No, I agree, I thought it was good too. I agree, the best poem she made yet. It's so peak, it is. The imagery is amazing. Yeah, you said my name. It is. Kata, goddamn it, Kata wa Shoujo. I played that actually, I should have remembered, goddamn it. My own first VN. Wait 1 sec. No. My actual first VN was some shitty one I saw on a YouTube channel playthrough. You know what? I'm just going to admit it. My first VN was Sakura Angels. Don't judge me too much. You will never understand the pencil comments. I will not. I'm sorry. They flew right over my head. I'm so sorry. I don't think I'll ever understand that. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. You're such a dick. Monica taught me a lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. I'm not going to... Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. That's, I feel like you shouldn't say that. That feels like a red flag. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's continue with the order I went with before. 1 sec. My first VN was Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 1. You all had such good starting VNs, man, and I just, oh my god. Amazing taste, I agree. I still really like Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 1, but they are time-consuming reads. Worth it. Never played it. Also, yeah, YouTube algorithm threw me into this channel because of the Dokioker. So, I am here. Same, shy, boo Goldie. Little does he know. No spoilers in chat, please. I gently sighed at what Sayori said. This is his first time. You're worrying me. I'm not gonna lie, you're worrying me quite a lot. Anyway, continuing on. Oh, also sorry for the bad internet. Hi again, Lewis. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. Oh, sorry, you two are like the... Goddamn it, let me try that again. You two are like the dynamic duo. It's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Man, you and, like, Imar for, like, opinions on, like, your girls' tier lists, for lack of a better way to say it, are pretty similar. He said the same thing about Yuri. Okay, I should get back into the game. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. Yeah, she's been saying stuff like that, and like suspiciously, there is no way to gear your poem towards Monica. I wonder what that may mean. This is definitely like a huge part of the twist, I can tell. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Save me. Well, that's a way to start. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. This feels like a straight, like, continuation of her first poem. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? One sec. There's the YouTube symbol, little does he know. Guys, just... I feel like I should just play the game. You guys are really worrying me. The game already worries me enough. Like, I don't need you guys making this even worse, okay? Anyway. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, it was pretty good. It's just, it's giving me bad vibes for some reason. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space words can totally change the mood of the poem. That's actually something I was quite interested in when we were studying poems in school. Like, I learned a lot about poems where they actually use the space to emphasize the message, and I think that was one of the coolest parts of like that class for me. But anyway, totally not grin. I feel like I know what that's a reference to, but I'll shut up about that. How much does bro know about the game already? He does not know. I'll read this later. But anyway, it's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. You're breaking my head, Monica, what the fuck you mean? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to chew in the nose, game. Chew in the fucking nose. Yeah, I can kinda guess what the twist will be now. You never know when you might change your mind. You know what? Just because she said that. Or when something unexpected may happen. So many fucking red flags. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? You can't backtrack this. Oh, oi, you can't do that. Fucker. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, now I'm going to read the comments. I have a Monica sticker on the back of my phone. That's cute. He doesn't know there comes a point where there might be a little too much tension. Nothing. He's only seeing what's online about the game, not a full playthrough though. Oh, this is gonna be so good, I see. She ain't wrong. Not everything has to have meaning. Anyway, I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Good night, Fisher. I know you certainly stayed for long this time. Like, I know that it must be like super late in your country, so thanks and good night. Now Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible. Thank you, I guess. The slap in the face, I swear. But it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as the last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for long, you might be on the same wavelengths. But you never really struck me as her type. Dan, just fucking cut me in half with a sword already, why don't you? Jesus Christ, my poor heart. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Everyone has a type, dude, come on. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Just slap in the face already, Jesus Christ. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. I mean, the protagonist deserves it. So, fair, fair. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You really twisted that into something positive. I'm impressed, honestly. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. You sound like a bitch. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Sound like a bigot. One time I hurt my leg really badly. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. There's this thing called soap that you can use. I swear to cry. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. For YouTube purposes, I'm just going to say that this poem sounds like it's about the kind of people I would not want to do very nice things to. Let's put it that way. Natsuki is my favorite girl. Nah, she's just jealous, I swear. Dang, bro. I love this poem too. She's so freaking cute. I love Natsuki. Why did he do it so quick? I did? I didn't notice that. Anyway. Not bad, right? Not at all. I really like it. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. I agree. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Way too many. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. Nah, I don't have that. I have a whole channel about my weird interests. I really have no shame. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy, true and real. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. Don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. That's very nice actually. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I am, certainly. Now before Yuri, she's relatable. You have to agree she's the best. Sayori is best, but yeah. Nah, Sayori is a close second. You two have like inverted tastes. Like Katie's and No, calm down. Katie said that Sayori is her favorite and Natsuki is her second favorite. So your tastes are just kind of swapped from theirs. Imam Fur, I think he doesn't like either Natsuki or Yuri too much, but he does like Monika and Sayori, if I'm not too mistaken. Well, I heavily relate to Sayori. So that's why Natsuki is a close second for me. Hmm. I can understand that. Vaguely. I mean. And yeah, it's getting late for me too, so we're going to see Yuri's, I think, poem. Then, after we write our third poem, we're going to end stream, okay? Who should I? Yuri. Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning, when I disrespected her, disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Oh, come on, don't put yourself down like that. You're cool in your own way. Yuri, please, makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. Hey, come on. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. You all going to bed? No, it's just that it's getting late and I have things to do. Like things around the house, you know. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Don't really do well with last minute preparations. 1 second. Sayori is a thief. Hey, come on. You can't just label someone a thief for stealing one thing. Natsuki is a tsundere but relatable. Yuri is... Oi, what do you mean by that? And Monica is just Monica. Yuri gets freaky confirmed. Where did you, get that at all out of... Anyway. Oh, I'm sad that the live will end soon. I feel like I just got here. I'll continue this game. So don't worry. Like, next week, I think, I'll be playing it again. Well, I'll be gone. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. It will end soon. You're going to bed. Bye. I see. What happened so far? I think it's the second day. Oh, already? We're almost 3 hours in. Like, of course we are already through a few days. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. When's the next stream? Probably next week. This one I already got things planned. I like to alternate, so yesterday, for example, we played Beyond Citadel, right? Today we played Dokidokiliterature Club, and on Friday, if I'm feeling well, we'll play, what was it? Chrono Trigger. Then on Sunday, on the weekends, to give a bit of context, I like to make non-gaming streams. So we'll be talking about Monster Musume and a few other anime if we have time. And after that, I'm going to have probably 3 streams on next week, right? So it's probably going to be what is it? Beyond Citadel again on Tuesday, and DDLC again on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I'm going to have something else non-gaming related. You get it. It kind of works. The schedule kind of works like that. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. She's really shy. I could say, like, that I understood, but I never had stage fright, so I really can't. It'd be unfair of me to say that. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yui shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But still think that we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put up a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of our room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. 1 second. Let me read this. I'll read the comments later. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Oh, finally the protagonist double? Finally? I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? That's a good point. Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. What a competent leader you are. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Again, I'll just finish this scene, then I'll do the next poem, and then right as the scene after the poem starts, the stream will end. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Then, that was really inspirational, apparently. Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. It sounds very chuny. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. One second. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. That's a little bit dramatic, but okay. Just a sec, okay? I need to drink a bit of water. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Fucking... whatever. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Before I continue, let me just read some comments now. I'll try to be back for another live because I want to see more. Thank you. I'm probably going to be here for the next Doki Doki one. Okay. I don't know much about the other games. I'm a bit surprised that there are some people who don't know about Chrono Trigger. I know Beyond Citadel is quite like niche FPS, but it's surprising to see someone who doesn't know Chrono Trigger. But if you're not too interested in those games, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think, the moment we finish DDLC, I kind of like to do things in slots. So we have an action game slot, visual novel slot, and a JRPG slot. So whenever we are finished with DDLC, I'll play another visual novel. So if you're interested in that, I'd recommend you check up on it. Anyway, oh, same, but I still think going in blind would be fun. Oh, thank you, it would. How long until the stream ends? Okay. Oh, I love Yuri, she's so adorable. She is, but I honestly feel like she's a little overrated. Lol, for real, she's everyone's fave, and I just feel like some of the others deserve love too. I love Sayori, but she low-key makes me feel sad because I relate to her. Apparently, a lot of people relate to Sayori. Interesting. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with Doki Doki's community, but I remember there was a guy that did like a waifu ranking for the girls in this game that I watched. I plan to do one too at the end of the playthrough, and I remember his favorite being Natsuki, so I guess he had like a pretty distinct taste too, like you two. It will make sense later. DW, I don't know what that means. Anyway, somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew true and true. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Lewis liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Lewis. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lewis lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it then. Just fucking... just the fucking slaps to the... No, those aren't just slaps, she's just punching him in the face with those comments at this point. Natsuki... It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... why are you all looking at me? Why wouldn't we? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't too bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. You know you have to do that again. Like, come on. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case... Oh, are you leaving now? No, that's applause. God damn it. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. the fucking, what would you call it? Ulterior motives of this guy, I swear. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Lewis, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. 1 second, let's... DW means don't worry. Okay. Yes, Natsuki best girl. Don't worry is DW. Monica needs more understanding though. Yeah, she's a very complex character. Hey, number 3. What does that mean? Ooh, go Natsuki. It's like points for the comments or super chats. But yes, I get why she did what she did, but at the same time, could have been different, but people make mistakes. Can't blame his motives though. I feel a bit conflicted about it, but anyway. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I'm kind of dedicated to like Sayori's route now, so no reason not to choose this. I'd still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Finally, date W protagonist. Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. So are you. But anyway. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. Would it just ruin that for you? You're so silly, Lewis. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so would you? Anyway. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation throws off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? Okay, so after this, we'll be ending stream. I want to continue on Sayori's route, so let's see what I can, maybe, no, okay. Okay, I'm fucking up so much right now. Okay, let's see, okay, clumsy, I know that. Kiss, no, god damn it. Embrace, okay. Anime, no, I know who that one will, please. Marriage. Pout. Promise. Wonderful. Yeah. Warm? Yes. Puppy, vanilla, games, after image. Chocolate? Damn it. Childhood. Secretive, lipstick. Aura, disoriented, dazzle, jumpy. God damn it. Analysis, massacre, melancholy. Daydream. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments. I need to concentrate for this. If not, I will end up on the wrong route. Captive. Play. Okay. Heart, clouds, sunny. Peaceful? Yes, okay. Faster, pain, silly, sadness. Rainbow? Okay. Bubbles. Damn it. Next one. Anyway. Happiness and precious. Doki poetry slam. Spend enough time during the... Anyway. I actually did, like, slam poetry once. Was a fun experience. But yeah, for now we will be ending it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Before I go, I'm going to read your comments, and then we'll finish. Sayori, good choice, man. Love that girl. Give her your life. I love her. W choice. Foreshadowing lol. Yep, keep her happy. Do the bittersweet ones for Sayori. If you need help, I'm here, lol. He needs help. Keep that weird one in mind, lol. Right? Remember that word. I swear the title of the next stream is going to be like, you guys are worrying me. Like, legitimately, because it just expresses perfectly what I'm feeling right now. But yeah, for now.